Good afternoon, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you my top 10 mint fragrances for the summer of 2021. These can actually be used for spring, but also summertime, and if you choose to, all year round in an office setting, except for maybe one of them, which is really not all that appropriate for the workplace. But let's just get into the list right now. Fragrance number one, this is going to be a niche fragrance, and there's not a lot of niche in this very video, but I definitely had to add a few. ATKINSONS Mint and Tonic. This one here is truly underrated. The whole brand itself really does not get a lot of mention, and I'm pretty much the only guy on YouTube that plugs this brand, yet it's a brand that really is great. This one here is loads of mint, ginger, there's some vetiver to it, loads of lime, but also musk. It's pretty much mint ginger with loads of lime and a musky dry down. I really don't get a whole lot of earthy vetiver, but you know, maybe on some people it'll be there, but on my skin, not so much. This is a great casual scent that can be worn to the office, but I find it's more casual than anything. So let's say that you are a lover of this brand and you wear something to like let's say Skilly Neroli or Silly Neroli, because that's how it's pronounced, or even Posh on the Green. Posh on the Green is a very professional fragrance. Silly, not so much, but let's say it's, you know, Posh on the Green as your work scent. This is a great weekend scent. You know, it's just very relaxing, it's bright, it's effervescent. This one does remind me of a scent memory. When Steven Redolescence came up here to Toronto and he ended up staying with me, we ended up reviewing this one together, and whenever I smell this fragrance, I kind of associate this with that time there. It was a great trip. Steven, I miss you a lot. I hope to see you next summer after all this pandemic stuff is over. The only downfall with this fragrance here is the performance. I get anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I get 6, but after that, not a chance. Fragrance number two, this one is way more economical than the ATKINSONS, and boy, you're not gonna spend more than like $22 Canadian, so that's like $18 USD. Jaguar Classic Motion. Now this one has loads of herbaceous green mint. You're also gonna get some sea notes, some lemon, some birch, sandalwood, lavender, and a powdery orris itself. So this one is great worn casually, so I think that a student can wear this one. You can also wear this to work. This is very simple. It's a nice simple scent that's just gonna uplift your mood a little bit, and again, $18 to $22, you really can't complain. Longevity is 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number three, I don't have a bottle. I ended up originally reviewing this one, but I wasn't really happy with the quality, so I might have to redo it later in the season, but that's actually gonna be Azzaro's Wild Mint. You most certainly have to have this one in a list like this, especially with the name itself. Mint, Wild Mint, top 10 mint, you gotta have this one. Now this one is a very simple scent. You're gonna get patchouli, mint, but also a molecule note called calypsione. So I know I'm mispronouncing that one there, but it's an artificial molecule that tends to add a lot more freshness. And that note itself really does amplify the freshness of this scent. But the mint in this is premium. This is a premium quality mint, and which is kind of surprising because Azzaro is a super economic brand. Kind of like this, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. You're going to look to pay about $30 to $40 Canadian, but for what you're paying, you're underpaying. But it does dry down to a nice patchouli. I'm not overly fond of patchouli as a note, but that one there is it's done really nicely. Longevity is 6 to 7 hours, and you can wear that to school. Like, I think that a high school, a university, but also to work. And even though it is like the Pour Homme line, you're gonna get some of that original DNA in some ways. But Pour Homme itself, that line has a little bit more of a mature feel to it. Yet I think that a high school student can wear it with ease. Fragrance number four, this is a great scent for a student, but I think that you can wear this one to work very easily. Hugo Boss Hugo Just Different. Now, in a lot of the videos as of late that you may have seen, I have no idea because I have plugged this one a lot in a lot of my top 5s or top 10s. I've just, for the last month and a half, I've just been a workaholic when it comes to filming, as I just want to enjoy my summertime. But with this one here, you're gonna get green apple, or just apple, basil, mint, cashmeran, and coriander. So you're gonna get that juicy Granny Smith apple. It's actually a Granny Smith apple, so it's a very juicy, crisp apple. And when it comes to apple, Granny Smith apples are my favorite. There's just something extra tart but also extra crisp about it. It's a very refreshing apple itself, but you're gonna get a very green herbaceous basil mint. And then during the dry down, you're gonna get a little bit of that spicy coriander along with the cashmere, so it dries down to like a woody base. This one is it's just great casually, but as I said, school, work, longevity is 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 5, this one is discontinued, but you can get it right now on perfumeonline.ca and for a pretty good price tag, but mine's going to be the smaller one, so the 50 ml, which I believe is sold out right now, but you can get a 100 ml for about $70 Canadian. That's about $55 to $58 USD, but we're going to be talking about Givenchy Play Sport. Now this one is very under the radar. This one never really took off, and I believe it was launched in 2012 or 2013. So you're gonna get lots of green mint, lemon, pepper, musk, but also ginger flower, whatever ginger flower is. What you're gonna get lots of bright citruses, mint, and ginger itself. So it's a very bright, clean, fresh fragrance that's quite aromatic, and it does dry down to a musky base. So the only problem with this one here is the longevity. I get anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, on average 4 to 5. This fragrance is perfect for school, but I think that you can also wear it to work. It's just not gonna get you through the entire day, because that performance could use a little bit of work. But you can also wear it to the gym. I'm not a big gym sense kind of guy. Even when I was like super fit and healthy, trust me, at one time I was able to do the CN Tower climb in under 14 minutes. So that's 147 floors in under 14 minutes. So that really says something. But now, oh boy, I'm lucky if I can do it in a day. This fragrance, yes, you could wear it to the gym, but it's a great casual, but also a great school scent. Fragrance number 6, let's go back to the brand of Hugo Boss, and we're going to be talking about Boss Bottled United. Okay, now this came out in 2018, and it's supposed to, I believe it was like a business relationship or a business venture, whatever, with World Cup. So it came out around that time. Now this one has loads of blood orange, which is quite nice, but also loads of mint. Throw in some apple, some vetiver, some musk, but also some melon. What this really is, oh boy, I can really smell that blood orange. It's blood orange, mint, apple, musk with a powdery orris itself. It's a green, fresh, aromatic with a slight powdery undertone. Very casual, great for school. I think it's good for work. So it is professional. So it is professional smelling enough for my mouth's dry, you know. So it's professional smelling enough for the office as well. Longevity is 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 7, I don't have a bottle, but it's going to be niche. This one had to make the cut, all right? But that's going to be MANCERA's AOUD Lemon Mint. Lemon, pepper, mint, almond, but also jasmine, oud, vanilla, and musk are the note breakdown. Now, you just heard me say oud. This is not overly oudy. The oud in this is done superbly, and this is coming from someone who does not like that note at all. Oud generally is more fall and winter, but this one here, it's light enough and fresh enough for the spring and summertime. You're also gonna get like a lot of fresh lemon, some musk, so it's great for the summertime. You could dress this one down to dressing it up when it comes to work. Longevity is good, 8 to 10 hours. Fragrance number 8, let's go back to the brand of Azzaro, and yes, I do have a bottle of this one here, and I have plugged this one a little bit, and it's very under the radar. Azzaro's Aqua Frost. Now I ended up getting this one from fragrancenet.com, I believe it was, and I believe it's sold out, but you can get these on eBay for a rather decent price that I've seen as of late. Now this is mint. It's loads of citruses, seawater or sea notes, vetiver, but also a very unusual note that is kumquat. The kumquat in this adds a little bit of a fruity, exotic, tropical type of scent, but it's not overly like tropical. It's really just a fresh, aquatic, sea note, whatever, minty, aromatic type of scent that's with loads of different citruses. Very fresh, very uplifting. High school, university, work, grandfather. This one is certainly ageless. This is 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 9, this one is more so for the young guys out there. The brand itself is for you young guys, in my opinion. But the scent itself is not appropriate for work, not appropriate for the office at all, unless like you work in a club or like a laid-back kind of restaurant. But Diesel's Only the Brave High. I have to state this, there is a bit of a caveat when it comes to this scent here. This is one of the worst fragrances in my collection, yet it's making a top 10 mint-based list. I get it, so it's kind of a bit of an oxymoron, but the mint in this, there's loads of mint, loads of ginger, and yuzu. Maybe it's those three notes combined that really does not blend well with my skin. This is beast mode. On my skin, I get like 10 plus hours. And the projection is monstrous. The sillage is nuclear, okay? So my wife can't stand this stuff, but it's a great scent for someone who's younger. There's also gonna be some citruses, some woods, this one here as well. But for me, it's just loads of mint, ginger, and yuzu itself. This is more of a school fragrance. High school, university, day-to-day casual. It's also a great like white t-shirt, jeans kind of scent. Again, longevity, this will vary, but on my skin, I get 10 plus hours. And fragrance number 10, let's go to the brand of Ralph Lauren, and we're going to be talking about Ralph Lauren Polo Sport Blue. This one is most certainly underrated. You're going to get apple, mint, cedar, sage, green notes, musk, but also a little bit of sandalwood. This really is loads of mint, loads of sage, green apple, musk with a woody dry down. It's not a unique or creative scent at all. It's pretty much like your safe designer fragrances. So it does smell like other things out there. But I do think it's a good day-to-day casual scent that could be worn to school, but also it's professional enough for the office. If you like green, uplifting, fruity, apple-y type of fragrances, look into this one. Very under the radar. It does not get any mention, and it's a pretty solid scent. Longevity, 6 to 8 hours. So guys, I just gave you my top 10 mint fragrances for the summer of 2021. Again, you can wear these pretty much all season long if you work in an office. Hell, you can even wear these to school. So again, wear what you want throughout the year. All right, so if you want to see the other two mint-based fragrances that I did previous years, those two videos will intertwine with this list here. Anyways, if you want to check them out, check out that side there. And if you want to check out some videos on anything, this is completely random, I know, check out this side here. And before you go, make sure to give me one of these if you like this very video. Guys, I do thank you for your time, take care, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.